at Relativity Media, and they were doing their casting calls for a movie, and ran into Jennifer Morrison and
Why do I know that name? Jennifer Morrison.
House and Once Upon a Time.
Jennifer Morrison was shit. What was her name?
She's the blonde.
There's
Not
Chase.
13.
There's Chase. There was Omar Epps. Cameron, right? There we go.
Could be.
The original female
Yeah.
sub doctor.
Yeah, the on the team.
Yeah, the original female team member. There we go.
Try to remember who she was in Once Upon a Time.
The lead.
Oh, so she was Emma. Okay. So she was the blonde. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and she was not blonde in House.
No, I knew she was in House though, because the wife watched
she
both.
was. She was both brunette and blonde in House. There was somewhere along the way she changed her hair color, and it was kind of a big weird shock thing, I think.
And then she showed up in this most recent season of This Is Us.
What is This Is Us? I've never watched that.
No, it's got Milo Ventimiglia or whatever from. His big show before that was Heroes.
He was also on Gilmore Girls. There's Mandy Moore's in it. It's a really well done drama, to be honest.
Yeah, people seem to be super crazy for it. Like, they do unexpected things.
Once you get into it,
understand.
Yeah, we've watched all seasons. Once you get into it, it's really hard to fall out of it. The writing is really well done. If you ever decide you're interested, I have the DVDs for it.
I think I've got something like that available already.
I figured you did. I was more talking to digital.
I'm pretty sure I picked up the cassette tapes of it. But it came out on VHS, right?
No, beta.
I don't remember. Is it still running?
Yeah, they just I think they just tied up the third or fourth season, whatever this one is, a couple weeks.
So you know Rick and Morty second half
started Sunday.
Yeah, it started back up.
Yeah, that's one I have not started yet.
It's one that once you get into it, it's got a lot of rewatchability because there's a lot of things that tie forward and tie backward, where you'll watch a thing and go, "Oh my god, this is the reason for that! I suddenly get it now," and you're just like floored that it took you however many viewings of it to pick up on that.
Right.
To tie the threads together.
Yeah, like there was a thing I was talking about with Mario the other day that I just had this sudden epiphany. Like, oh, this is why Jerry keeps getting promoted in the beginning of the third season. This is why he keeps getting promoted and he doesn't even know what he does. He's a big fucking war hero for turning Rick in at the end of season 2.
You have internet trouble there, digital?
No, I don't even have dropped frames. Why? Was my voice digitizing? Chibbles?
Is he having issues?
I think it's him. But yeah, it was really kind of crazy. I just suddenly realized after watching it, I don't know, a couple dozen times, that at the end of season 2, when the one character turns himself in and says it was Jerry, it's like, oh, well, that's why Jerry's getting all these promotions and has no idea what his job actually is. He doesn't have a job. He's a fucking war hero. I'm like,
You watched Silicon Valley?
I have not watched that one.
Oh, it's good too. There's a character that is kind of similarly blessed with promotions, and he doesn't understand why.
Why are you guys coming through the stream and not Discord?
You're possibly having internet issues. Right after you asked if we were
Or
having internet issues, we were talking to you and got no response. Are you hearing us in Discord at all? Like, there's nothing coming through?
wonder if it's taking him a while because he's on stream delay now.
He's right out of Discord. He dropped out.
Oh, okay. It's not paying that close of attention.
Well, I care about my viewers. When my viewers are suffering, I suffer along with them.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if he's your viewer or my viewer right now, so he must be your viewer right now.
So that's how fickle you are, huh? If he's not
He's your
watching,
mod.
if he's not watching your channel right now, then he's not your viewer. Wow.
That's what you were implying.
Well, you know, I've known the guy for 6, 7, 8. Wow, have I known him 8 years?
No, it's longer.
Well, he's been married for 7 years, and I knew him for a while before that. So it's got to be 8 years, I would say, maybe more. Fuck, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, he's saying 2011, so yeah, it'd be close to 9 years.
9.
9.
9.
February of 2011. How do you know specifically it was February? I don't dispute that, but I don't remember anything specific that would have.
He was your Valentine.
Well, it's possible. He hadn't met the wife yet, and he's so lonely. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that hole. There we go.
That's what she said.
Well, if she's got to fix her hole, I don't want to hear about it because that just sounds painful and terrible.
You didn't sign up for that?
Well, it's not a question of signing up for it. It's a question of I just really I'm not sure I'm equipped to deal with this kind of thing. You know.
Choosing to disbelieve.
I choose to disbelieve. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
If I ignore it, it'll go away.
Super Bowl is done first weekend in February, and he remembers having to PVR the game to head over to meet us. Ah, okay. That's how important it was that he meet us. He actually put sports second.
What?
Now he just listens to it in one ear while he's sitting at the table.
What happened to Chibbles?
His Discord is acting up, so he jumped out and he's now typing at us. His Discord was acting like we weren't talking for some reason.
Yeah, I wonder if batteries or something made it think that the connection to his fancy headset dropped and now sources are screwed up.
Well, his fancy headset mic was still working because we could still hear him.
True. Well, and maybe it ended up in the same device order or something. Windows does fucked up things with audio drivers.
Are you still bitter about that? It's been an hour.
Well, and to be honest, Linux does even worse things sometimes.
Oh, really?
Sometimes.
Well, that's not good. Where am I going to go when I have to finally leave Windows 7? I sure as hell don't want Windows 10.
What's wrong with
I
Windows
have not
10?
been unhappy with 10.
I had nothing but problems with it.
But I also stay logged into Google all the time too, so I don't care about the spying apparently.
I don't care about the spying at all. That wasn't my grievance with it. My grievance with it was the fact that I could not get it to stop rebooting my system at all hours of the day and night, even while I was in the middle of fucking using it. 10:30 at night, I'm sitting there trying to use my computer to get stuff ready for work, and it just says, "Okay, doing a Windows update, shutting down now." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I'm sitting here, I'm using it. I mean, I had gone through every
setting. It was pre-programmed to think that late at night was when people would not be using their computers, and that's not your schedule.
No. Don't use that excuse. I set its hours so that the working hours matched up to shit that made sense for me, and it was still pulling that kind of nonsense. I went through and pulled stuff out of the registry and all sorts of shit to try and get this Windows update reboot bullshit to stop. And there's nothing short of unplugging the fucking thing from the internet before you walk away that will keep it from rebooting on you.
I will easily second that. It does it to me all the time, and I've gone through the exact same thing of turning off this, doing that, setting schedule, everything, and I'll walk away, come back, and it's restarted. I'm like, well, that's great. I was watching this. I was in the middle of writing that. I was in the middle of sorting this. Like, way to go.
Yeah, I gave it a try at the recommendation of a friend of mine who was like, "Oh yeah, I've been using it and it's fine, I like it." And both Chabby and I were like, "Holy shit!" He said he likes it. He never says he likes anything. Like he doesn't even feel that strongly, feel strongly enough to say something that positive about sex, for Christ's sake. But he said he liked Windows 10. So I'm like, all right, well, that's enough proof for me that it's probably fine. It was not fine.
Well,
So did you have to plug your headset in to get it to behave, or just restart it, or?
I had nothing to do with the headset. It was the same advice I had suggested to Wolf earlier. When's the last time? And I'm like, maybe I should heed my own advice. When's the last time I've closed it and reopened?
Yeah, shut it down instead of just minimize the tray.
Well, for the longest time, I could never figure out. I didn't realize that if you clicked on your picture, you can choose between like online, idle, do not disturb, offline, whatever. So
right.
instead of being online in the middle of the day when I didn't care to show people that I was on, like when I'm doing something for a few minutes and then buggering off, I would always sign in and sign out all the time. Then I realized you could change the status and stuff, and I haven't done that in a long time, and must have been long enough where it's like, hey, give me a refresh. All right.
You remember the other day when Zook was asking me about the features and stuff that he was seeing and things that I wasn't, and I went and I logged back in, and it had 2 updates to do.
2 Sundays ago, yeah.
Yeah. I did those updates. I still don't see any of the shit that you guys were seeing.
That's confusing.
Mm-hmm.
I know he has his own channel. I don't know if that makes a difference in any way.
What do you mean he has his own channel?
Zook has his own channel, his own Discord.
Well, what is this? This is my fucking channel. This is my Discord.
I don't know. I'm just making suggestions.
What is this? Chopped liver?
I'll happily chop your
You
liver.
chop your liver?
Ugh.
I mean, I love eating liver. It has to be
Yuck.
cooked, but I love eating it.
What's wrong with you people?
Fucking heathens.
Agreed.
I'm just gonna say this once for the viewing audience. Don't eat liver. Don't ever eat liver. You're eating the oil filter out of a fucking animal.
Yeah, see, my issue is that I don't always get enough iron.
So have a
since
piece
it's
of
good iron
broccoli.
source.
Have a goddamn stick of broccoli. Hey, you know
broccoli,
what? Have parsley.
Broccoli doesn't help.
Parsley is so full of iron that if you eat a handful of stems of it, it can absolutely kill you. Ask me how I know.
I'm guessing you tried.
How do you know?
I didn't believe someone when they told me. And then they got to say, I fucking told you so, after I came back to work a few days later.
Let me guess. You'd tried it and had issues?
I made a bet, and the bet was if I ate, like, not very much, 6 or 8 inches of parsley stem, and didn't get sick from it, he'd chop this was with one of the butchers at the store I worked at. He'd chop me one of the biggest, fattest, juiciest steaks and pay for it himself. And I'm like, okay, well, what if you win? He's like, then I'll know you're at home suffering. So I ate like 8 inches of parsley stem, and I missed 2 days of work. I was at home horrifically ill. Iron poisoning from parsley stems is a real thing. So if you need iron and you don't mind the taste of parsley, you can easily just munch some of the garnish on that they put on food.
Have I clicked enough energy yet? I need to figure out if there's a silent way to trip that thing. I don't think there is.
No, probably not.
Oh, fuck. Forgot to...
Forgot to what? What did you forget to do?
Put torches in.
Oh, fiddly-dee, that would require a tetanus shot.
So going back to defending Wolf in regards to the Avenged Sevenfold thing.
Why?
Because I lost
Not
contact.
done being defended.
Why do you feel the need to defend him for his baffling statement?
Because I'm pretty sure the first few bands I met, and I'm pretty sure one of them was Tegan and Sarah, that I sounded like an absolute moron when I did.
Yeah, but it was Tegan and Sarah, so what does it matter?
I may be too honest when I talk to bands.
Well, whatever, okay, but then I guess you could say any of the bands I met were all Canadian bands, and really what does it matter, because who's broken out of Canada besides Nickelback, which I have met, by the way. Not the point of the story.
My point was like at the point that you met Tegan and Sarah, nobody knew who they were, so
yeah, that's a good point.
It would be like meeting a minor radio personality, like when I met Dick Rivers and hung out with him at the zoo.
What?
One of the local radio guys. Like it was.
So
it was not even a story worth telling particularly. He's just a radio guy. He's not a real celebrity in the true sense.
Yeah.
When I met Art Alazakis from Everclear,
Mm-hmm.
I was overly honest and told him that they were my second favorite band.
And of course, he asked who your favorite was, probably.
Yep. And I said Garbage, and he's like, "All right, I can respect that."
Really?
And he's like, "No," he's like, "They're pretty good." I guess he didn't say I could respect that, but he said that they were good.
Even I can respect that because I fucking love Garbage. They're amazing.
Yep, agree with that.
I did get to go to a small private concert that they did for a radio station in town.
Oh yeah.
They played like 3 songs. I think it was on their version 2.0 tour.
Oh yeah.
So got some CDs signed and stuff afterwards. And the radio personality, I want to say, came into the dealership where I was selling cars.
Okay.
Later, like maybe even years later. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I was at that concert."